Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in, checking out what we got going on here. I don't do a lot of motorcycle stuff, and I kind of forgot to take any before footage. I got some footage I'll let you check out here in a second prior to where I'm at now. One of our regulars, Bob, he brought his truck in, his red Ford truck, you guys remember, had tins off of a Harley Davidson, so we're going to check that out, show you where I'm at. And I'll be honest, man, this is the first time I've used slick sand. I decided this was as good opportunity as any, so I'll show you what I got so far. I mean, there's been some marketed body work. It had dents and dings in places he didn't even notice. The green stuff you see, shiny and all wet still, that's etch primer, because I exposed metal down here on the crowns here of the radiuses. Any welds, I mean, I hit and it just went right to metal, obviously. You can see up here all the body work that was done. You can see some body work down here. I mean, it was pretty beat up. So we're gonna give our efforts with slick sand today, see how that shit works out for us. I've never used it before. Jeff uses it on everything, and I think it's the way to go. Alright, so I did the glazing, one coat already, and sanded it down. This is the second coat on glazing. That is a bored and upset Smog. He ran off 2 days ago and I had to go get him from the pound, so he's been on restriction lately. He's bored and pissed off at me. Yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna actually mix up a 2K primer for it when I get this part done and do it right. I'm gonna seal it and all that shit. I may not have to 2K primer. We'll see what we turn out. That's kind of the shit right there. Of course, you make a mess when you first open a can. I'm doing 8 ounces, which should be half of one of those lines, if I'm doing my math correctly. This is my maiden voyage with the slick sand shit. Should be pretty cool. I mean, it's just so thick. I'm hoping I get what I want out of it. It's not really something I got discussed or paid for particularly on this gas tank job, but it's a new product to me, so give the loyal comers back the best I can give them. That's pretty much done till tomorrow sometime. Well, it's Saturday and I don't really work weekends, so it's gonna be done till whenever, Monday when I get back to it. That slick sand shit's it, man. God, look how fucking thick it goes on. Looks like a damn orange or a football. But I had a bunch of little weird incongruities, so when I sand that down, I think we're gonna be beautiful. I can't wait to try it on an actual car. It says there you can actually reduce it if you so deem it. I don't know, maybe a little, because if I can get that texture a little out of there, make it lay down and just build, but I mean, it's part of the building process there, that gnarly texture. It was like a 1.8 tip I used. I'm happy with the shit. It's still wet as all get out, but that's a weld, not a goober of mine. I don't know. Should work out good for us. Get this straightened out for Bob, get it back to him, shiny and black. I'm just trying to shoot miscellaneous video here and there. Gosh, I see a lot of guys responding to Darren's statement about faith and so forth, and my faith I really don't discuss with a lot of folks. It's not good, bad, or anything else. It's just kind of my faith. It's what I personally feel and have relationships, of my own. But talking to other folks in kind, I've actually discussed with some other folks in similar community of starting a channel, or at least, just start another channel. So I want to start another channel discussing about what my faith is. And it seemed to have gone over really well, just discussing with folks, personally, face to face, and on Facebook. And my faith kind of give you the preview of, I don't really ascribe to any of what they classify as Judeo-Christian faiths, the big three. Mine goes back to, in a nutshell, before naming it, in a nutshell, it's a honoring of ancestors, both recent and long past, and a certain honoring of culture and heritage. That gets misconstrued a whole lot by people, and they think, someone starts discussing culture and heritage, that they're, especially a white guy, that they're Nazis or they're racist or anything else, and I'm quite the contrary. I've got friends from all walks of life, and I won't even say colors because I don't care about that. I don't see that. I'm a colorblind person, so I don't discuss matters in those type of terms. So that being said, I come from the old Germanic faith, and it's been perverted over the centuries to mean hatefulness, and it's not. It's not what we're about. There's a small community of us in the United States and abroad. So I kind of wanted to fall in line with that, with Darren's conversation about faith. Mine wasn't near as severe finding, really. I'd fallen away from Christian churches because answers that I needed weren't given. Just as a lad, I asked, what if they didn't hear these saving words of Jesus, and the pastor of the church I personally chose to go to informed me they were going to hell. And I couldn't accept that theory, and I wasn't okay with that, and I really fell away from a lot of your organized doctrine. And I see nothing wrong with any given faith. The faith and spirituality of it is one thing. When you organize it and try to stuff it in categories, now you start having issues. But that's kind of my thought process on it. I don't have one God, I've got many, and I've got my own personal relationships therein, as many folks have, be it the Buddhist or Jewish or Christian. We've all got our own reasons, and it's not for us to justify those to anyone else. But my statements, I made many statements of faith being such an integral, important part of our existence as people, and moving forward culturally and socially. That's kind of my swing on it. The generic off the knee title they've given it is Asatru, A-S-A-T-R-U. You can check it out. I have my own code of 9 noble virtues, much like your 10 commandments, I suppose. Different, but the ethical meaning is pretty much the same.